everybody, losing my voice here. This is the Iceman, WWE Ice This, the new channel. It's tough to get adjusted to it because I had over 100 subscribers on the other channel. I hope everybody comes back. I've got like almost a third of them back, and I'm working on subscribing and friend inviting everybody else, but you know, right now it's just a little tough. The copier did again copy this channel. He's got it WWE Ice THLS. That's okay, I'm dealing with it. Any event, I want to point out, Gemini made a video the other day, Gemini 686, about someone saying wrestling was fake. To a certain extent, you know, wrestling is entertainment, but when you go out and get hit by a chair, believe me, it hurts. You've seen the dents in the chairs when people get hit. You've seen the dents in the tin garbage cans, or the aluminum garbage cans, or the galvanized garbage cans. And let's not forget Mick Foley getting his ear ripped off. I mean, stitches. I mean, so, you know, wrestling to a certain extent is entertainment. It's very, very physical. And so you got to understand that, you know, you can say it's fake in a way, but it's not, because these guys are performing each and every night, and it's a very physical thing to do. And don't hit yourself in the head with a chair. I was messing around, just screwing around, and I know about it. So anyway, Talent123 wanted me to give a list of my top 10 active or inactive wrestlers at this point. My number 10 wrestlers, Christian. I like Christian a real lot. I liked him when he was in Edge, when he was a tag team partner and tag team champions. I also liked him when he was in TNA. I liked him a real lot when he was in TNA. Then TNA started to not use him properly, and he got very unhappy. And obviously WWE offered him more money, and he came back. And his role now is with ECW. My number 9 pick, only because he hasn't wrestled a heck of a lot lately, and if I were to pick last year, I would have had him my number 3. But number 9 is Shawn Michaels. Super wrestler, not doing a heck of a lot lately. He just got back. I mean, I understand that, but I was asked my top 10 picks, and I'm going by what I've seen lately. And my number 1 pick is going to surprise everybody, but anyway, my number 9 pick is Shawn Michaels. My number 8 may surprise people. It's the Family Man, Triple H. Again, he's been a face for like 3 or 4 years now. His abilities are shown better when he's a heel. He's had some good matches with Randy Orton, but to me, they're not good enough to be up a little higher in the list than the other people that I have. Number 7 is Chris Jericho. His heel role right now is getting boring and old. Jericho would probably be right up the ladder at number 2 or 3 if he was a face, because a couple years ago when he was beating the heck out of everybody. He actually carried WWE for a while when there was all those injuries. So Chris Jericho is my number 7 pick. My number 6 pick is a man that's around maybe half the year, but he has great matches with the smaller superstars, and that's The Undertaker. How can you not include The Undertaker, whether he's here half a year or not? The man is phenomenal. He's been around, one of the longest of the superstars. So he's my number 6 pick. Number 5, you may not agree with this. It's the crazy nutcase Randy Orton. He's a superb wrestler, but I don't know about everybody else. I'm getting a little tired, and it's getting old how he stands there and stares, twitches, and he shakes and he drools, and then he eventually does the RKO on his opponent. It's the same thing week after week. But in any event, he's my number 5 pick. Number 4, you might be a little surprised maybe. He's not with WWE right now. It's Jeff Hardy. Very popular individual, a high flyer. Got all sorts of moves off the top rope. Um, phenomenal wrestler. So Jeff Hardy is my number 4 pick. Number 3, he's one of my favorite wrestlers in WWE, and I know a lot of people don't like him, but, geez, I do. John Cena. John Cena, to me, when his music hits, my eyes look. Anytime Cena gets into the ring, it's interesting. It's really never boring, except for the times when he and The Miz had these little stupid matches, which, in fact, were to build up The Miz, and which it did a little bit. But, again, John Cena, phenomenal wrestler also. He's my number 3 pick. My number 2 pick, WWE Heavyweight Champion CM Punk. If you asked me a year ago, he'd probably be like 9 on my list. CM Punk has earned a lot of my respect. I watched him so much. He's got great moves. I liked him as a face, but him turning heel has really changed a lot of things, and you can't take away from his wrestling ability. CM Punk is one great wrestler. Okay, my number 1 pick. He's Inactive. And maybe people will agree and they won't agree. It's a man I've missed for the last few months. It's a man I'm going to miss for the next 4 months. Who else but Edge? The man that, who would have thought 3 or 4 years ago would become this popular? When he was with Lita, things just gelled together. Then he ended up with Vicky Guerrero. I thought it tainted his image a little bit, but it still was a halfway decent storyline. But once Vicky left, Edge went on and ended up teaming up with Chris Jericho, and then the injury happened to his Achilles heel, and Jericho basically saying later on that he carried Edge, he was the weak link. But in any event, Edge right now is my top number 1 wrestler. Even though he's not wrestling, he's still up there on the list. And when he comes back, Chris Jericho, he's going to come back as a face, and he's going to kick your butt. And then all I got to say is, what are you going to do when WWE Ice This unleashes on you? Everybody have a great night.